So let's start our day of meditation. I started from midnight 33, 34. I started today from midnight 34. My meditation session intensive of 1 week of 24 on 24 meditation, and stop eating. So meaning no breakfast, no lunch, no snack, and not dinner. And we are now around 10 a.m. in the morning. It's been, let's say, 10 hours that I have been meditating, and also while sleeping. So when you are meditating while sleeping, you have to take a position that is very comfortable for your body in order that it doesn't hurt your body whenever you're gonna wake up. And most people have a bad sleeping position. So whenever you're gonna meditate while sleeping, think very well to take a very good position. And the goal is to keep this same position the whole night, and let your energy of meditation flow around your body while you're sleeping. And if you are doing well, you will do nice dreams that are gonna bring you in a high set levels and frequencies. In meaning also, you are not supposed to do some nightmare, or to feel sweaty, or to feel paranoid or something. If you do it well, you will feel very relaxed, like you were in a palace of crystal, sleeping, and all the walls around are made of crystal. So every energy that is around you while you are sleeping is supposed to be very pure. And you do it well, you're gonna feel this energy during hours and hours of sleeping, till at a level that you can also control your dreams and have some what you call lucid dreams. But not only lucid dreams, but you can transform your dreams and become the master of your dreams when you are meditating very well and at a high level. Then, whenever you wake up, you're gonna have another position, right? It's not gonna be the sleeping position, but it's gonna be the standing position. Whenever, for example, you're gonna walk from your bed to the bathroom or to the kitchen or outdoor, you are taking another position of meditation. So the meditation is gonna be different one from the sleeping meditation. And then when you're gonna do another activity, example, playing or singing or workout, you are gonna take different positions too. But you have to keep this meditative state and change your vibration and frequency and energy, and keep it on, because if you break it, you break your focus. Breaking your focus, you're gonna go in others frequencies and dimension very fastly. You can feel also a up and down if you are not focused. This up and down can be good as bad, depending on what are your thoughts when you're gonna have also this up and down in your thoughts. Depending also about the people around you, if they have bad energies or good energies or pure energies. Good and pure are different things. So you have really to be strong in not only the focus, but also intelligent, alert, aware, and smart in your way to choose your environment where you're gonna do your activity while you are meditating. Because meditation is something that is not a game. It can be a game when you are in a very safe space. But it becomes something very overwhelming if you are in a bad environment and you are not enough strong to fight against all the energies of this environment. Like for example, I was in India. I meditated outside in an altar of an old temple, but everybody could kind of rush me. There was a Baba who was protecting me, but where I was, everybody could touch me if they could and if they wanted. And it was in the street. The temple was on the side of the street, and there was millions of people who passed, also cows, cars, but I was enough strong to deal with all the noise, all the different people who came to me to bother or pray or worship or ask questions. Even despite all the questions, the different voices, different people who were jealous, cows noise, cars noise, I just stayed focused. And during the 30 days, nothing really affected me, and I kept my eyes closed during the whole 8 hours every day. Only the few times I opened my eyes, the Baba was offering me some drinks that I refused. Because at a certain level of meditation, when you are at a very high frequency, you don't need to drink. If you drink, you're gonna feel very low down, and it's gonna take you down in a lower level of energy. Also, if you eat, it's gonna also make you sleep. And something that make you sleep in pause to make you wake up or give you more energy is not the right thing to eat. So when you're fasting, it's a very good thing to do meditation. Because the food that we have on earth is mostly very, very low frequencies. Besides to be very low frequencies, you know how many chemicals are being added years after years on the soil, then on the plants, then animals eating it, and also added when the animal is being cut and sold in the supermarket. And years after years, chemicals after chemicals, others are added on it. That's why I am doing this fasting of 7 days, even not drinking water, because the water is also infected by hundreds of chemicals. That's true that we can get used to kind of anything, but the materials, the chemicals are still here, stopped. It doesn't affect our mind completely, right? Because we're still functioning and we're still working sleeping, eating, despite all the different chemicals that are like being added and we eat them. But it affects really our health, intern body system. And more chemicals that we eat and integrate in our body still stuck in our body for years and decades. And more the chemicals that are being added. At the beginning, I think in the past, they put chemicals that last like few weeks. And then they added more chemicals that last then few years. And now they add chemicals that last decades in our body. So you can eat something that can take you 1 second, and this chemical is gonna be stuck in your body for decades. Is it worth or not? I think it's very dangerous. So it's very unworthy, right? Besides this, those chemicals and this low quality of food doesn't help us to be brighter, but it makes us slower at thinking about things, slower in taking actions in our daily life, and also heartily, it doesn't help our heart, it doesn't help our liver, it doesn't help our reproductive organs, nor our eyes vision, for example. I just saw that the more I meditate, the clearer my eyes see, and the farther they can see. Also, I feel my body lighter, not only lighter, but more unified when I stop to eat and I meditate. So the water that you will drink is 100% from water of the sea until the water of the drinking bottle to the spring water that you can take also from the mountains is still infected. And I consider myself as an evil person, and I want to get more evolved. We will never end our evolutions. But I feel very sad and bored of the food that I eat daily, also in the restaurants, because it's always the same ingredients. But not only that, all the food that we eat, whether from the grocery that we cook at home until the restaurant, are like infected. And the effect that gives to my body every time I cook for myself or after I go to a restaurant, I feel sleepy. And I had to sleep like 2 hours to digest this bad energy. So besides like thinking and considering to become not vegetarian, nor carnivorous, even nor fruit eater, because the fruit also are infected by the chemicals, and the food in the USA is completely modified. We do not have the original powerful nutrient that a normal fruit is giving. Same for the vegetables and for the animals. So in 1 week, I'm gonna avoid all those food, including the water. And so my goal is not to become very skinny. Whenever you don't eat anymore, you get more and more skinny. And for 1 week, you can look very, very worst, right? So the meditation is gonna help this side of what your body really need and what my thought really needed are more spiritual energies that are mine, positive energies, love energies, and bright energies that are gonna help me to continue my day without to be tired and without to lack of energy. So that's why I do those 24 hours of meditations. Also, while doing activities like work, piano, creating music, singing, workout, it's also in this position. Every movement that I'm gonna do in my daily life is gonna be meditation. Any activities you do, any position you take is a all different type of meditation. So this is gonna help you to normally not losing weight, not losing your organs capacity, and keep your body and mind and organs being strong. So let's do that for 1 week and let's see the result. So you see today how I am. I'm kind of very centered when I have to speak, but I still have a lot of energy as I have now. And let's see the result that I'm gonna have, that I'm gonna show in 7 days. That is, so I hope that the people who are looking for meditation, evolution for their own personal, spiritual, and physical life will listen this video that is going to be very useful for you. I do these meditations for me and I share it with the few people, the chosen ones that are gonna see this video, and I keep my meditation for myself. And yourself, you have to find your own. That is why I say I am not a master. I am not a teacher. I am the master of myself. I am the teacher of myself. No one taught me meditation, but it was within me. And I'm gonna continue to wake it up. And yourself, me, as a very advanced in meditation at the human level, right? Because let's say if I compare myself with some highly spiritual gods of meditation, I say Buddha. He is surely way more advanced than me. So he's not here. Buddha, Siddhartha, is not here on earth because he's higher than all the different dimensions that we can reach on earth, right? But he's still continuing to evolve at his level. And no real master will never be an absolute master as long as you haven't reached the level of the universe. And on earth, we are at the bottom of the feet of the universe. So we are all here to evolve. That's why I'm trying to get out of this whole human condition. Also, within my body, that is supposed to be my temple. The body is the temple of the soul. I want my body to be the reflection of my soul. It is not at all, but it's a part of it. The most important is to work on that. And to work on that, you have to sacrifice a lot of things that the others won't do. You are at this state and level because you let it go, abandon a lot of things that the others weren't willing to give up to get at the level you are at today. That is different, higher than what the other people didn't want to abandon of and from. So continue, keep going on in this meditation purpose in order to not free your soul, but free your body from all the different attachments you can have on earth without to hurt the awareness and the health. Keep improving the quality of what you give to your body. My body is not an animal. We are all human beings living on this earth in the same condition than the earthly animals and plants. Plants need food of this earth to grow and to become a flower, a tree, a fruit. Animals need the food of this earth to grow up, to reproduce, and become what they are than we eat. Humans need food of this earth to grow up and become what they are today. If you consider yourself being an animal of the earth, and this is your reason to continue to live in this way, there is no right and wrong, just continue in this way. But my personal feelings, thoughts, knowledge of myself, and also the fact that my body do not like this system, do not like the fact that we have to eat every day to keep being to keep ourselves in a survival way. You have to eat to live. But if you quit eating, you cannot live. So this is a law, earthly law. At a certain level of your evolution, you will find out that there is something wrong. You can keep it going as you do. You can keep going as you do. But you can also make a change and change this law and this system by changing yourself. And because I love myself and I respect my thoughts, I respect my own intellectual and spiritual evolution with all those different analyses that I made in my life about different states, different fields, of the human conditions and life, philosophy, psychology, politics, economy, organic, of the earthly system, respecting my own evolution that now is at this level, and living with my own whole integrity and evolution. So I decide that it might be a good thing for myself to quit eating like any other animals on this earth, because I do not consider myself as an animal. I respect the animals kingdom that need to feed themselves. All the dogs, all the cows, horses, lions, snakes, they have to live that life because the earth is theirs. As a humans who think and want to evolve, I see the human species as being able to jump over all the different conditions, animals' conditions. I haven't seen no one in my life crossing the world that was able to not eating any food anymore. Some people were eating fruits, some people vegan, some people vegetarian, pescatarian, or carnivorous, or omnivorous. But I haven't met someone who was able to not drink, no eating, no food, not yet. So, but I believe it's possible, and I will do that. I think it's possible to do that through meditation, to keep yourself alive, right? Without to not eating for days and die. Dying is not the goal. The goal is to keep yourself as healthy as you are, but even more without eating any food and not drinking the bad water of this earth. So this is my goal for this week coming, and I'm gonna start this simple meditation. Sometimes I'm gonna sometimes I'm gonna say some words, sometimes no. Let's see how it goes. So firstly, when you're doing very simple meditation like that, the most basic things, you have, as I said in some of my meditations videos before, you have this simple position. You don't need to put a pillow on you, because a long time it's gonna tire you and it's gonna make your back lazy in pose to keep it up. So you have this simple position that everybody can do. You have the semi-lotus, that is 1 foot over the other. That is kind of uncomfortable too. But at long term, you see this side is okay, is low. So it's very well with the ground. And this one is a little bit more elevated, so you have air between. And at long term, it's not good. Your goal is to meditate like hours without to get tired. Long term is not good because you have already a unparalleled position, and it's not gonna help yourself to get a good stability for hours, because you're gonna get like that. I'm gonna get tired one side but not the other side. So some do like this perfect lotus. It's not easy because you have to keep this flexibility during hours, and if you're not used to, you can get also tired here, because this feet, that is at a lower level than the other one here is like fighting to get more, to get this flexibility. And a long term, it's gonna hurt you here and here. So I think it's a good position because it's still like more parallel and you are touching the both of them on the ground. But it's not easy because you have to be one, flexible, and two, very flexible on this from the anchor part. But I can do that position like for 2 hours, and then often I did like when I was in India and doing my meditation 24 like 8 hours sitting, I take them this position. The most simple is this one. Otherwise, if you want to practice also your flexibility, you can change to the semi-lotus, right? So from the bottom, let's say, let's do the perfect lotus for this time. So put it well, because this part of your feet, like the bones here, can touch this part of the legs. So bones against bones is not good. That is okay. And I would suggest, if you do very long-term meditation, do not put music. The goal is to enter in yourself, and not to be distracted by any noise. You can be also around a lot of noise without to be distracted. But long term, if you want to reach a high level of meditation, an advanced level, do not put music, because the music is controlling your meditation, and you're gonna get used to that. And pause to be 100% yourself guiding your own meditation through the silence, firstly, and then with the noise around, like anything going on in the street, if you do meditate in the street. So for the beginner, I think it's good also to keep this habit to not having no music. And most of the music that you can find on internet, with the source and the forest and the birds, then your mind is getting distracted by those noise, and those noise guide your meditation. Why is supposed to be yourself, finding yourself to guide yourself to meditation, not the music controlling your meditation. That's a mistake. It can help people that should, the beginners, very beginners. If you really need that to occupy all the thought that you have in your mind, and in post to take care of that, you think that this music is going to help you more to erase the thought that you have. If that's your method, take it. But if you follow me, I will say, take off the new bad habits and practice yourself with the new good habits from the beginning. It's more difficult because you are facing your thoughts. There could be sometimes 1,000 thoughts at the same time, but face them. Face them and do something with that. So me, mostly whenever I'm meditating, I can take in my thoughts very easily. And sometimes I have also emotions from others outside and my environment. I can also release them very easily if I meditate. So yes, Let's start. So you don't have to have this position, for example, because you see that on the pictures. Just be natural, because those movements, a lot of people do them, they do not know why, nor the meaning. So do not imitate others that you don't know, who don't know. Find yourself first, and then after, see yourself. Right? So when you start, you don't need to do that, right? At a certain level, you do that. But when you start, you don't need. Just like relax. Firstly, relax your mind. Have a straight position and comfortable position from your shoulders, your back, and feel your butt on the ground without no stress, no tensions on this part of the body, the hip. Just let the flow, just let the flow of the body circulating all around, from bottom to top and from top to bottom. Any tensions that you feel, just relax. So I am meeting a lot of tensions that were here, but I didn't work on and I didn't took care. So this arm that was moving is now feeling more free than this one. And this was like a healing session that just presented like that. You still have tensions, and those tensions were here before. So sometimes when you are meditating, like you have some pain that you had, that go out and just unveil themselves to you. So then you just have to find out and heal, right? And take care of that. So I kind of, as this one move, I kind of expect that this one is gonna do the same. I have to heal too in this way. Or both, or anywhere else that my body needs. Oh. So it was 1 hour 15. We're gonna continue. And feel free whenever you are meditating, doing your own things. Because sometimes the body needs to unlock different part in order to continue further. So I feel a little bit really more flexible this part and this part, and also I feel more linked from here to there. I feel less tensions like on my shoulders, on my omoplates too. I feel more like yearning, but when you yearn, it's releasing fatigue that you have. So, like during those last months, I didn't had good position in my bed, and most part of time morning when I woke up it was like kind of sore, and I didn't had the time or took time to walk out. So I think during this week of meditation I'm gonna release all of that. And so for example today, now it's cold. The weather is cold outside too, and it's windy. It's sunny but windy, and my clothing are light. You have two choices when it's like that, or to put a blanket, or to deal with and making order that this cold that you feel become warm. I'm gonna do these second options. So let's do this cold becoming warm. So I'm cold on my knees, I'm cold on my feet, and on my hand. Let's do it. So I'm feeling something. The goal is not to be sleeping, right? Do not sleep, because it's not going to be any more meditation unless you decide to sleep and meditate at the same time. So I feel now that I need to be in a lay down position, and I'm gonna stop the video now and continue my meditation. Ciao.